this class is the thermite reaction, which was used in the 1800s by welders in the Old West who were making and connecting rails. They needed to connect them with iron, and they didn't have blow torches, so they used a chemical process that takes powdered aluminum solid and reacts it with iron 3 oxide, which you might know as rust, and releasing a great deal of heat that converts the aluminum into aluminum 3 oxide, or just aluminum oxide. And iron. Note the iron in the L, or liquid form.
Although I find that reaction, the thermite reaction, to be a pretty interesting reaction in class, what makes chemistry really exciting is when you get to do a lab and actually see this come to life, like this.
Talk me through what's going on, mate.
So instantly the thermite reaction starts, and you can see that it's so hot it's burnt a hole through the bottom of that terracotta flower pot. But if we go in close now, Brady, you can see all that really quite nice molten iron.
As you can see, it could be a lot of fun doing some lab experiments. However, it can also be dangerous. So in this video, we're going to learn how to work in a lab safely. So this is our safety video. People entering the lab must wear safety goggles. Excuse me, Miss Warren, put on your safety goggles even if you're not doing the experiment.
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready to go.
Thank you. Let's go to the back of our classroom where we can find some safety equipment. In the back of our room, we have a safety shower, an eye wash station, a fire extinguisher, and buckets of chemicals that we would need to use in case of a chemical spill. Here is the eye wash station. Hopefully we will never have to use this. However, if a chemical does get in your eye, you need to come over to the eye wash station or have your lab partner bring you over. You need to mash that button in the back with the arrows and water will come out, and you need to flush your eyes for a full 15 minutes to make sure that all of that chemical is out of your eye. So, even if your eyes are starting to feel better, you still need to keep your eyes under that water for a full 15 minutes. The safety shower is located right above the eye wash station. If you were to get a chemical on your skin or on your clothes, and if it's starting to burn, what you need to do is you need to get to the safety shower immediately. You will pull the triangle and you will start your shower, and you will stay there until your instructor tells you that you can stop. This is not a time for modesty. This is a time for safety. Fire extinguisher is mounted on the wall beside the eye wash station, and it's inspected every year. So if in case of a fire, what you would do is you would remove it from the wall. There is a pin that you would remove. It's right here. You would pull out this pin, you would squeeze these handles, and you would point the nozzle at the base of the flame. However, don't do anything heroic. If there is a fire, please get to safety quickly. Several buckets in the lab. This bucket is filled with an absorbent material, it's cat litter, in case we had a liquid spill. We could contain the liquid spill by surrounding it with this cat litter. Over here we have sand that's also used in case we have a chemical fire. And this white powder in this bucket is actually just baking soda, and it's great for cleaning up an acid spill. Room, we have a cardboard box, we have a dustpan and a brush, and the box is labeled broken glass. So in the event that you break something, you will need to clean it up with the brush and the dustpan and put all of the broken glass into the cardboard box. The reason that we do this is so that the people who empty our trash at night do not get cut with our broken glass. We would hate for this to happen. Bookcase, you're going to see a notebook labeled MSDS. That stands for Material Safety Data Sheet. These sheets have a lot of information about every chemical that we use in the lab. It tells you how to use the chemical properly, how to store it, how to clean up if in case you have a spill, and also health hazards associated with the chemicals. In my MSDS sheet, in the book, they are stored in alphabetical order, and if you ever have any questions about the chemicals that you're working with, you're welcome to consult the MSDS notebook. There is never any eating or drinking in the chemistry lab. Mr. Wright.
But I'm not doing a lab right now.
It doesn't matter. There's never any eating or drinking in the lab. Thank you.
All right, when you're in lab, I want you to make sure that you're not wearing loose clothing or anything dangling off of your neck, because as you can see, you could easily fall into the beaker and we don't want to contaminate. In lab, you should pull your hair back so that you don't drop your hair into your solutions, like that. Always pull your hair back, away from your face, in a ponytail. Make sure you take care of where you are in space in the lab, because accidents, oops, happen. In lab, we have to wear proper foot attire, so don't be like Miss Fleming. Make sure that you wear closed-toed shoes.
Safety is very important. You should never horse around when you're in a lab. This is how you should behave in a lab. This is how you should not behave in a lab. So this safety video provided a lot of important information. I know parts of it were kind of funny, watching your teachers do the Harlem Shake and stuff, but safety is really, really important, and it is no laughing matter. And you cannot goof around in lab, and you need to follow the safety rules. So we're going to have a safety quiz in class, and we'll talk about that later. Have a good day.